Good morning. I am back with card 5. If you're catching this right now, you're catching the replay. All right, so today's card is super cute. We're still using that 12 Days of Christmas theme Merry Trimmings stamp set, and we're going to create this adorable ornament card. I just love how this turned out. So hopefully I have the autofocus taken care of today. I was kind of playing around with my phone settings, and I think I have that taken care of. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how it pans out. But let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to make our adorable little ornament card today. So I'm going to start with just some white daisy and some Versamark ink. I'm going to ink this up, and then I am going to put some pretty gold glitter-like embossing powder on here and heat emboss this. And then I'm going to use my, cutting machine to cut it out. I tried doing this with die cutting first and then stamping, and it really didn't work out well. It was really hard to see. It was pretty splotchy, and it was hard to go back in with any more ink on it because the piece moved around. So this time I'm going to do the whole piece and then die cut. I think that will just kind of give me some better results, and I have more control over how everything looks. Good morning. So, it's kind of hard sometimes to see with the Versamark. But it looks like that's good coverage. I'm going to do it one more time just to be on the safe side. I need to re-ink my Versamark, or maybe just get a whole new ink pad. It's seen its better years. I'm sure we've all been there. Just one more time. I know this part's kind of boring, but all right. Oh, perfect. Now I can really see it. So like you'll be able to tell when you're doing this on your own. It'll have somewhat of a glimmer to it. And I know it's really hard to see on camera right now. So I'm just going to emboss it, or add some embossing powder on here. Nope, I still didn't. I know this isn't a good spot to do it, but I just kind of wanted you to see it on camera. Okay. December didn't take. There we go. All right, I can clean that off later. Let me get my heat gun going. Get this cleaned off. And actually set it aside. So we're pretty much done with it. And as soon as you see your embossing powder change, move your gun on to the next spot that needs to be melted. And you can just test your distances by, going like this until you see it starts to melt, and then you know you're at a safe distance to do this. So now I'll be able to kind of control where my die cut image is going to go, and I'll be able to get the best area that was embossed. Yes, Donna. Oh, I'm glad you ordered it too. There are so many awesome cards to do with this. Yes, I totally need a refill. It's definitely lost its gumption. It probably doesn't help that sometimes I leave it out. All right, so now we're just going to die cut this really quick. And I am going to use the large circle. I think you just get the best effect with it. And then I just use a Cuttlebug. And I think I'm going to get... that one's probably going to be my best spot. So I'm just going to put my plate on. Make sure these are all lined up. Ay, 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 ay. And run it through. And there's our ornament. Okay, so our next step is to kind of just basically put our card together and do some finishing stamping. One thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment first. I'm using that Merry Christmas script stamp, and I'm going to do it in the black ink. And he's just going to go down here at the bottom. I'm going to use some black and gold ribbon, and then I'm going to show you how to curl it at the end. So I'm just going to put this right down here, straight up, straight down. Gives you a nice crisp image. My favorite way to do it, straight up, straight out. I don't know if somebody told me that or it just popped in my head. Okay, and so now I'm going to take my black and gold ribbon, which this is really pretty. And I'm just going to try and find somewhat of the center point and kind of just get an idea. I think that's gonna go really nice. Okay, so let's adhere everything together. My base is 4.5 by 5 1/4. My gold foil paper is 5 1/4 by 4, and then the white daisy is 3.75 by 5. Just so you guys know. I'll try to remember to put all those measurements in. And then we'll just center all of these pieces. On top of each other. And then we'll add our ribbon. And so I'm just sort of eyeballing it. It looks pretty good. And then we can adhere this one down. And then I have a card all ready for tomorrow. Oops. And I will, just a second please, and I'm going to show you a sneak peek here in a second. Sorry. I have little guys at home and sometimes they like to come check on me. Okay, not super little. There we go. We'll center that. And now I can place my ribbon here. A little adhesive in here. Okay, we'll cut this down, wrap it over to the back. Okay, and now I can add adhesive here. And I'm going to be pretty generous with my adhesive on this ornament here. I really just want to make sure it kind of sticks down and it adheres to that ribbon since it'll be on top of it, and I didn't put a whole stockpile of it down underneath the ribbon, that is. Okay, I'm going to get that as straight as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to tie my bow. Oops, I'm sorry, I hit the camera. So now I'm going to tie my bow and I'm going to show you how I make these little curly cues. It's just like you do when you wrap your Christmas presents. You take your scissors and you just kind of, pull on it a little bit. So I always make my bows or my knots while they're still on the spool. Oh my goodness. Because it's easier for me. All right, so just get my bow where I like it. All right. And I want my ribbons long because I kind of want it to accent this ornament. So you can just take my scissors, and you're going to get some fraying on the end, but that's okay. You can just cut that off. And then it just curls like that, gives you a little curly cue. And then we can just trim off some of those little threads that we pulled out when we did the curly cue. See, I cannot talk and work at the same time. All right, and we'll just grab a glue dot on the back of our ribbon. Kind of squish them up there. Put them on top, and there is our Christmas card. And we just need to put it on a base. Oops, I'm so sorry guys, I did not mean to hit the phone. Giving you guys motion sickness or car. Okay, so there's one thing that I did do that on this card that I totally forgot to do on this one, and I'm really mad. So I added some shimmer, some gold shimmer behind the Merry Christmas, and then stamped it, because if I were to put it on there now, it'll smear this ink. It just will, because of the alcohol that's in it. So I'm gonna just kind of brush maybe underneath some of the lettering and try not to touch the ink. It was just to kind of give it a shadow thing. And what I did is I just stamped it really quick and then hit it with my heat dryer, but I really don't want to go over the ink. But so that's what I did on the first card. And I really wanted to show you guys that too. So I just hit it, because of the alcohol in it, it will definitely make that bleed. Okay, I have one sweet little card, sneak peek I want to show you for tomorrow's card. I really, really, really think it's cute. I'm not completely done with it. There's a missing element to it. I just haven't figured out what that element is. Here we go. Here's our cards. But here is a quick sneak peek of tomorrow's card. It's gonna be so cute. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me on your Thursday morning. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.